All right, guys, seller conversations number 8. Seller conversations number 8. We're almost done, guys. I'm looking forward to the next series. Don't know exactly what that'll be yet, but I am looking forward to it, and I'm excited to finish another series with you guys because I like accomplishing things. I just like getting them. I like checking them off my list. But anywho, seller conversations number 8. So now we're talking about the final walkthrough, and we're talking about the closing, the final walkthrough and the closing. So these are real easy conversations, guys. I'd love to be successful with you over at XP Realty. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about how XP Realty is obsessed with agent success. First thing you're going to want to remind your seller to do is not to shut off any utilities, until we're closed and funded. As soon as we're closed and funded, call the utility companies, get them turned off. Do not shut them off until we are closed and funded, because we never know what'll happen the day of closing. You just never know. So if you're closing on a Friday and something got delayed and we're not able to close till Monday or Tuesday, does the seller really want to live in the house with no utilities? No, they don't, especially if it's wintertime or if it's summertime. They don't want to do that. Plus, in Oklahoma, the contract actually says that the seller has to keep the utilities on until we are closed and funded. So according to the contract, we have to keep them on too. So those are 2 good reasons that you want to make sure that the seller keeps utilities on, because if the buyer shows up to the final walkthrough and the seller shut off the utilities, how are they going to complete the final walkthrough? How are they going to complete that? They're not going to be able to. So 3 days before closing, make sure the sellers know not to shut off the utilities until we have closed and funded, until they have the check in hand. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that makes sense. Another item that you want to chat with your sellers about on conversation number 8 is do a broom clean. When you move out all your furniture, dust off the counters, dust off the countertops, vacuum, and sweep everything up. Do not leave that house dirty for the buyer to show up to during the final walkthrough. Number 1, that's not being respectful. Number 2, you want them to have a clean home to come do the final walkthrough on, because you're still selling them the house even on the final walkthrough. You don't want them to have buyer's remorse on the final walkthrough. That will not be a good thing at all. You want them to show up and be excited, show up and be happy on their final walkthrough. Third thing, leave all the clickers and the keys on the countertop in the kitchen, except the one that you take with you to closing. Just leave them all on the countertop in the kitchen so that they have them at their disposal when they do the final walkthrough. If they see all those items there on the countertop at the final walkthrough, they're going to be even happier, because it's like a little present. It's like a little, oh my gosh, that's going to be my keys and clickers. I cannot wait to buy this house because there's my keys and clickers right there. It's sort of like a little carrot. You know, you're hanging a little carrot out there for them. Trust me, it sounds funny, but it's real. It makes them happier seeing all those sitting there on the countertop. It really does. And I guess it's because they've heard horror stories of other closings, or maybe they've had horror stories of other closings where they didn't get all the keys and they had to go call a locksmith or something. That happens, guys. It actually happens. All right. And prep the sellers too when going to closing, that when we go to closing, guys, the buyer's gonna sign first, and then you're gonna sign, and then you can have some nice pleasantries with them at the closing. You can be like, hey, the neighbor across the street, they make the best sourdough bread in the world. Or the neighbor just to the north, they're really good at, whenever they mow their side of the yard, they always mow that little strip between our yard too. Tell them those cool little things that they need to know about living at the house. Like, this neighbor's enjoyable and this neighbor loves these hobbies. It's okay to tell them that. They're getting ready to be their neighbors too. You know, tell them, you could tell your seller to tell the buyer all the cool positive things about the neighborhood. You definitely can. What you don't want the seller to do is go, I'm so glad I'm moving. That neighbor behind me, they're up at 6 a.m. every morning blasting horrible music. Guys, you use some common sense. You'd be surprised how many sellers say some crazy things at closing if you don't prep them to have a good closing conversation. There's some crazy things that'll pop up if you don't prep them. So prep the seller to have a good closing situation. The worst thing a seller could do is set the buyer up for buyer remorse at closing. And along the same lines too, prep the seller as the listing agent, prep the seller on what they'll be signing. They'll be signing a bunch of releases saying they haven't taken out any weird mortgages or weird liens on the property the day of closing. Tell them you're going to be signing a deed, which deeds the property over to them. Tell them that they'll be signing the final settlement statement, the numbers that you went over with them 3 days before closing. That way they know what they'll be signing. The more information your customer has, the quicker and easier the customer makes the decision and follows through with the task. So definitely let them know what all they're going to be signing at closing. Also, 3 days before closing, especially if it's spring or if it's in the wet fall season, have them make sure that the yard is mowed, guys. You don't want the buyer to show up to a dirty house or an overgrown yard on the final walkthrough. And if they say they've already packed up their mower or something along those lines, guys, as a listing agent, find a local lawn mowing company and get the yard mowed. It might cost you $100 for a one-time mow, but as a listing agent, you're gonna tell the selling broker that you had that done, and that's gonna make the selling broker know again, even more, even another reason why it's so nice working with you as the selling broker, guys. You're a salesman. You're a saleswoman. Your job is to make everyone happy and see that the closing goes through. Getting the lawn mowed, spending $100 getting the lawn mowed because your seller already packed the lawnmower is not a big deal. You're getting ready to get paid a huge commission check. $100 in turn to make the buyer happy on the final walkthrough is money well spent, guys. It is well spent. And if that buyer's agent happens to get out of the business, that buyer's going to remember the listing agent who got my yard mowed right before closing because his seller had already packed up the lawnmower. Don't you think that's going to give you a leg up on earning that listing again? Especially if that buyer's agent got out of the business? You're darn right it is. You're darn right it is. And then, guys, once you're closed, it's not over. The conversation isn't over once you're closed. What I mean by that is you're going to follow up with them at the end of the day and make sure that your seller got their wire. You're not just closed and done. You're closed and a friend for life. So you're going to call them and make sure they got their wire. That's respectable. You're not done until they get paid, right? You don't get to walk out the door with a check and not care about when they got paid. You follow up with them. You find out if they got their money too. That's going to be a huge value add to them. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, yes, I got my money. Thank you so much for following up on that. They will literally be happy that you did because you care about them. And then next week, you're going to follow up with them. You're going to make sure that they did all the change of mail things, make sure that they canceled their insurance, make sure that they updated their driver's license and things like that. You're going to follow up with them next week. Then 30 days later, you're going to follow up with them and see if they had any questions from the closing last month. You're letting them know that you actually care about them as a person, and you do. You do care about them as a person. And then you'll follow up with them every 90 days for the next year, and then you'll follow up with them twice a year for the next, till they want to buy and sell a house again. And then you'll be talking to them on a weekly basis. But guys, stay in touch with your customers. Let them know you care about them. Ask them about their vacation plans. Ask them about how their family's doing. Like, follow up with them to actually talk to them as a person. They know you're in real estate. They're going to refer their friends and family to you. You don't have to ask for a referral every single time you talk to someone. Just follow up with them and talk to them as a person. And you're going to crush it at real estate if you follow these 8 seller conversations that we've just went over this last month. If you follow those conversations, guys, you're going to crush it in real estate. Everyone that you work with is going to refer you more business, and you're going to be successful. I'd love to be successful with you over at eXp Realty. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you about how eXp Realty is obsessed with agent success. And we'll go ahead and roll the 9-minute eXp Explainer video right now.
Welcome to eXp Realty. This is an overview of one of the most innovative real estate brokerage models today. A global community designed, powered, and owned by our agents and partners, transforming the real estate experience. Our family of agents build their own businesses while having equity opportunities in eXp World Holdings. As technology has transformed entertainment, hospitality, transportation, and retail, it's now transforming the real estate industry. There's been little to no innovation with the old-fashioned real estate models. Franchise brokerages all start with the company at the top, which feeds down to regions, followed by offices or market centers, followed by a local manager or team leader. The focus was on the brokerage and their brand, not on the agent and their business. The evolution of real estate brokerages has always been driven by how agents get paid. This can be clearly seen with eXp's growth compared to old-fashioned models. At eXp Realty, we've eliminated old-fashioned bloat by removing franchises, territories, brick and mortar, and redundant layers of management. By doing this, we've created opportunity to give equity back to the agents and have made the agent the focal point of their business. We do this by having multiple income opportunities within our model and leveraging our fully immersive cloud office environment where agents enjoy 24/7 access to state-of-the-art collaborative tools, coaching, support, and socialization. eXp Realty continues to experience consistent record-breaking year-over-year growth, with a mission to reach 1 million agents globally. It all began in the United States and Canada, with eXp Realty perfecting the model over the first 10 years, laying the foundation for our global expansion. Our international footprint now expands over 6 of the 7 continents. Our core values define our culture and ensure decisions are always aligned. Like being agile allows us to make adjustments at any time for our agents and their clients. eXp is at the forefront of technology. Every agent gets their own lead generation CRM system called KV Core. For a non-eXp agent, it could cost over $5,000 a year. This industry-leading system provides you with a behavioral-driven, personalized IDX website, CRM, email, and text campaigns. You'll always be notified of your contact's behavior, helping you convert and close more transactions. SkySlope allows agents to manage their business totally paperless. This all-in-one transaction management system helps you effortlessly stay organized with your transactions. All of your important data is contained on one detailed checklist, so you have everything in one place. One of our top priorities is building our own technology. Our back-office business intelligence center gives agents both autonomy and great visibility into their business. Within your dashboard, you'll be able to monitor your performance metrics, commissions, revenue share, equity awards, transactions, and more. Whether you need a quick postcard or a full presentation, the eXp Marketing Center has it all. You can edit marketing collateral within minutes by choosing from over 5,000 marketing pieces. In fact, when a new listing is added to your MLS, you'll get an email with marketing items created automatically for your listing. Welcome to eXp World, our 3-dimensional virtual cloud-based office environment. Meet, learn, and collaborate with agents and staff from anywhere with an internet connection. Join a meeting or training within a community via your phone, tablet, or computer. In eXp World, agents get real-time live support from our over 1,000 full-time staff members. Access over 80 hours of live training weekly in eXp World. Our training focuses on industry best practices, how to grow profitable real estate business, professional development, and much more. These sessions are taught not only by our highly experienced training department professionals, but also by our top producing agents and teams from around the world. eXp Realty agents also have access to Workplace by Facebook, which is a dedicated and secure working space to connect, communicate, and collaborate with other agents and eXp staff. You'll be able to use familiar Facebook features like newsfeed, groups, messages, and events to get things done quickly and efficiently. We understand that some agents enjoy the office setting from time to time, which is why every agent at eXp gets a global membership to Regus shared offices and their new brand spaces. Regus offers 3,000 office locations in over 900 cities in 120 countries. Every agent at eXp has the opportunity to become a shareholder in eXp World Holdings. Earn equity awards for closing your first transaction each year, capping each year, and every time an agent you attracted joins eXp and does their first transaction. Our agent equity program helps agents prepare for retirement. You can elect to take 5% of your gross commission per transaction and buy the company's stock at a 10% discount. Our ticker symbol is EXPI. Note that some stock awards are subject to vesting. eXp's Icon Agent program is unmatched within the industry. Our founder, Glenn Sanford, strongly believes that top-producing agents should be rewarded for their contribution. There are 2 ways to qualify for Icon status: $5,000 paid in post-cap transaction fees, or $500,000 annual GCI with a minimum of 10 closed transactions. When you achieve Icon status, you'll receive 100% of your cap that you paid to eXp back in the form of company stock, essentially putting you at a 100% commission split. One of the most exciting aspects of our compensation plan is our revenue sharing model, which allows you to build a monthly leveraged income by attracting productive agents to the company. Here's a breakdown of how the revenue sharing model works. Tier 1 contains the agents that you personally attracted to the brokerage. For each transaction on this tier, you'll get 3.5% of their total commission. This amount is taken out of eXp's 20%, not out of the agent's 80% commission. Once the agent has hit their annual cap, they start receiving 100% of their commissions. You therefore no longer receive income from their deals for the remainder of the year, which is why the max you can earn on this tier per agent is $2,800. You can earn on all 7 tiers, but it's contingent upon how many agents you've personally attracted to the brokerage and their level of production. For example, if you attract 5 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1 and Tier 2, which are agents that your Tier 1 agents attracted. If you attracted 10 producing agents, you earn exponential share in commissions on Tier 1, Tier 2, and also on Tier 3, which are agents that your Tier 2 agents attracted. On Tiers 4 through 7, you'll still receive a reduced share in commissions, which is called our expansion sharing. So let's go through a quick example of how you can create a monthly leveraged income through the revenue share program. Here's you. You personally attract 5 capping agents. Then, each of those 5 agents attract 5 capping agents of their own, giving you 5 agents of Tier 1 and 25 agents on Tier 2. For the 5 capping agents on Tier 1, you earn up to $2,800 each. And for the 25 capping agents on Tier 2, you earn up to $3,200 each, giving you an annual leveraged income of up to $94,000. But note that these figures are based on each one of these agents capping, which is approximately selling $2.7 million of real estate per year, with an average commission of 3%. You can speak to an eXp agent or staff member for further explanation. Express offers a revolutionary new home selling option for homeowners who want to skip the hassle and uncertainty of a traditional home sale. The platform connects sellers with institutional buyers who can pay cash and close quickly. Unlike other iBuyer platforms, Express Offers allows agents to receive real estate commissions. At eXp, you'll never pay a desk fee, royalty fee, or franchise fee. Every agent is treated equally and is on an 80-20 split, which caps each year at $16,000. You then receive 100% commission for the remainder of your year. Here's the amazing part. It's only $149 to join eXp, and that includes your first month's $85 brokerage fee. On each transaction, there's a $25 broker review fee and a $40 risk management fee. The risk management fee caps at $500 each year. We're also excited to announce that we've added a low-cost healthcare alternative. Our agents get a one-on-one virtual consultation to ensure they've selected the right plan. eXp Realty continues to set industry records, becoming the #1 independent brokerage in the U.S. for closed transactions. For more information, reach out to the agent who shared this video with you.
All right, guys, as always, let me know what you liked most about the video. Let me know what you got questions about on the video. eXp Realty, Glenn Sanford built it for us so we could be successful. And the rising tide raises all ships, guys. I want you to be at the right brokerage. I don't want you to just sell houses till you die. eXp Realty and what Glenn Sanford built here provides a way, if we take advantage of it, on retirement, not just selling houses till we die. Let me know what you liked most about the video. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.